I had never really understood women and girls who didn't have friends, didn't keep friends, and now I'm one of them. And I'll admit when I have seen content of women, girls saying they don't have friends, I'll admit that the thought, is she the problem, has crossed my mind a few times. Mainly mainly for a specific type of woman, and that's the one who is very loud about having no friends and saying that it's solely because people are jealous of their beauty. And I know that's a real thing, being jealous and envious of somebody's beauty, but I'm talking about the women who that's the only thing they talk about is how beautiful they are and everyone is envious of them and their beauty. They don't really give anything past the surface level and it's always about their looks. That's when I'm like, is she the problem? But other than that, when it came to everybody else, every other woman who was open about not having friends and how lonely it gets sometimes, I would kind of feel, I don't want to say pity. It was kind of like she doesn't have friends? I want her to have friends. like I want her to have friends. I love my friends. I feel XYZ around my friends, and I want everyone to feel. That's my chair, by the way. If it's making noise, that's my chair. But I want everyone to, feel loved and seen platonically by other women the way that I felt around my friends. So that's when I'm like, oh my gosh, having no friends, that must be so lonely. And now here I am. And I get it. I really do. I intentionally distance myself from almost everybody. I intentionally did this starting a few months ago. And I was just going through so many transformations that you can't really put into words. Or I was also tired of putting into words all of my transformations, all of my breakthroughs. I had just started rediscovering myself, and I'm still going through that process of rediscovering myself and really building a strong internal foundation. And I intentionally distance myself from everyone because I don't want any more voices. I'm taking a pause of listening to all these voices because I finally have reconnected with mine. And then I painfully realized, wow, I don't think I'm in alignment with my friends anymore. I don't feel in alignment with these women anymore. Now that I've rediscovered my voice, now that I've rediscovered and reconnected with me, I just felt like I didn't have anything in common, or not enough in common to keep the relationship going. I grieved it, and I'm still grieving it, but I realized, nobody is forever. As much as we would like them to be, as much as we want people to be in our lives forever, for the rest of our lives after we meet them, most people are not meant for that. They're not meant to stick around and be in your life forever. These are friends that I've had for years. And like I said, I realized we're not in alignment anymore. We don't have much in common anymore. The stuff that most of the things we've had in common are shared experiences through being in school together. And not only did I realize, but I had to fully face this and accept it. For many years, I had watered down myself, shrank myself, to be so digestible for other people. You know, it's like a form of people pleasing. Just so I could be liked, just so I could fit in. And I'm tired of playing it small. A few months ago, I had a conversation with somebody, and it was someone that I hadn't seen in a long time, so we were catching up, and they were telling me that they finally found their people, their group of people, and they asked me, do you have your people? Do you have your group of people? And I said, no, I don't have a group. I don't think I do well in groups or big groups. I just have more strong one-to-one friendships instead of a whole big group. And honestly, I still feel that way. I really do thrive more on one-to-one than like a big group. But I realized in these one-to-ones, I was not fully being me in all my fullness. Like, you know, like one friend would get this version of me, this side of me, the imaginative side of me. Another friend would get the more businessy, ambitious side of me. Another friend would get the more relaxed, chill, nonchalant version of me. We are multi-dimensional people. I am. I have so many sides of me. And I realized I don't want that. I want to fully be me with every friend that I have and not feel shy about it, not feel like I'm doing too much or I'm being too much. So yeah, I have not talked to a lot of people for a long while. I don't know what a long while is, okay? I've been doing this for almost half a year. For me, as I'm living through the days, I'm like, oh, it's been a long time. I'm in this period of rediscovering myself, building that strong internal foundation. Right now, I'm not really in a very social mood. Like, I'm still very figuring out myself. I'm also going through my 12th house perfection year, and it's playing out exactly as my chart says it is. The thing is, for me, once everything starts to click in my head, it's easy for me to detach. It's easy for me to detach, let go, and make space for the new and move on. And I remember a few months ago when I had came to all these realizations, I was talking to my therapist about it and just how to, navigate it, because, things can change really fast in a day. And I told my therapist I'm not sure what to do, how to approach this, if people want to, talk to me, hang out. I don't know, should I say something right now or say it as they reach out to me? And she just said, yeah, you know what, let them reach out to you and you draw the boundaries. Because while everything made sense in my head, my friends, these women, were not in my head. They didn't know where I was. So I really had to just slow down a bit and just honestly deal with it as it comes. Because I have this thing where I get too ahead of myself. I'm like, oh, should I send everyone a message right now? And she's like, no, just send them, just respond when they reach out. So, but I get it now. I absolutely get it now. I get it why women don't have friends, why they don't keep friends, because their standards for friendship are high. In this period of reconnecting with myself, my standards of friendship are rising. I'm not about the quantity, I'm about the quality. It takes a lot of strength to decide to be alone than to be in the wrong company. The wrong company of people, not a workplace. That too, but you know what I mean. Because I'm not gonna lie, it gets lonely. Sometimes I just want to debrief with someone. Sometimes I want to, But like I said, I don't want to catch up anymore. That's why I made this channel. I realized that I had a lot of good things to say, but I'm saying it to the wrong people. I just feel like I wasn't fully appreciated. Right now, my subscriber count is reading 76. 76 people have decided to subscribe to my channel, to, to watch my shorts, to watch my videos. I don't take that lightly. I take that to heart, to my soul. I know I haven't expressed it much here, but it means so much to me. Like 76 people. I love you all. Like I said, I don't want to shrink myself or choose different parts of me for friendships and to keep shape-shifting and adapting. Like, no, I will be becoming my full self. Take it or leave it. I also get to choose too, like if I want to be friends with you. Like I said, I have so much respect for women who, I might be going through the same thing, who keep their standards high, because maybe if you want to be fully seen and known, don't settle. Don't settle for less. Don't settle for less. It gets lonely. And sometimes when I think about, I wish I had someone to talk to right now, I think about, okay, why and what would you talk about? And I realize that a lot of those reasons, the answers to those questions are just still versions of me seeking some kind of comfort and validation. Is it okay to do this? Is it okay to think like this? Is it okay should I, kind of like in some form asking for permission to do something? And that's just a big sign for me that I still need to keep working on that relationship with myself, nurturing myself, validating myself, and not needing anyone's permission to do things for my life. That's still, those are signs of me to just keep regulating my nervous system. It's a very beautiful process to finally come back to who you are and what you want. And it's the beautiful process of just life and cycles and letting go and making spaces for the new. But at the same time, life is life. I am human. Grieve it. Feel it. Release it. And flow. I used to think that no one would be able to see me fully or, accept, appreciate all of me. Not just certain sides of me, but all of me. Like I said, I'd rather be alone than in the wrong company. So right now I'm gonna be alone, and you never know what's next. There are how many billion people? Is it still 7 billion? Maybe 8 now? There's gotta be someone out there. Somebody for me. Platonically. Platonic friendships are so important. Especially like women platonic friendships. And you know what? Astrologically speaking, I didn't have any air sign girlfriends. Most of my girlfriends were water and earth. And I am an air sign, air sun. I'm an Aquarius sun. I'm a double Aquarius, and I'm an Aquarius stellium. And a lot of my girlfriends, they have Aquarius moons. I really get along with Aquarius moons, and some of them Aquarius risings. But I feel like it's just not the same as another air sun. Most of them are water and earth suns, and I love them. I love my depth, stability. A few are fire. I love them. But, you know, air, communication, plus Virgo, I just wasn't feeling mentally stimulated enough, and that is really important for me. And it's not to say like we need to be talking about, you know, the latest news articles and all these things, but even just being imaginative, drawing a silly funny story. No one want to be imaginative with me. Universe, please bring me some air sun friends. Bring me some more other Aquarians, where the Geminis, where the Libras at. But yeah, I think I got everything out that I wanted to share. Knowing me, I probably forgot something, but my timer is reading 25 minutes, so thank you for watching if you made it this far.